Gandharvika Giridhari Shishi Radha Vinori Bihari Ju ki jai. Shri Govinda Gopinath Maran Mohan Ju ki jai. Nitil Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashutara Shata Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj Shri Gurudev ki jai. Nitil Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashutara Shata Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta Vaman Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Nitil Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashutara Shata Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Shila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitil Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashutara Shata Shishimar Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Nitil Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashutara Shata Shishimar Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada ki jai. Nitil Pravishtam Maha Bhagavat Shila Goraksharas Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Shri Rupanu Gauriya Guru Varga ki jai. Shri Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jeev Gopal Patadash Raghunath Sharda Goswami Prabhu ki jai. Shri Sarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari Shri Gaur Parshad Vrinda ki jai. Nama Chai Shri Haridas Ṭhākura ki jai. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Kshetra Mandal Gaura Mandal Vraja Mandal Mathura Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Sarva Abhishta Pradata Giriraj Maharaj ki jai. Shri Radha Kund Shama Kund ki jai. Shri Muna Devi Ganga Devi ki jai. Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi ki jai. Shri Bhakti Devi ki jai. Shri Purnamasi Yogamaya ki jai. Shri Gopeshwar Mahadev ki jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Oh, today is also Nitil Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashutara Shata Shishmar Bhakti Rakshak Sridhara Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Tadiya Shubha Tirubhav Titi ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shinitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Haribo, 1 second, let me just... Alright, so I'm doing something a bit different today. It's actually not today. You're watching this video the next day. I'm actually recording this video the previous day at 4 p.m. And the reason why I'm doing this is because we've been having so much trouble with my Wi-Fi lately. I guess it's a little less personal when I'm not doing it live, when I'm pre-recording like this, but I don't know, it's too frustrating, all the problems that we've been having. So if you don't mind, if this is okay for you, I'm going to be doing this let me know in the comments, I'll check it out later on. But let me know if I should just continue doing this, recording at any random time of the day and then making the video go live at our normal reading time, so that we can actually get through the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam and not have to have all these problems. And then soon I'm going to be going to Vrindavan. That's today is the 27th, and I'm leaving on the 4th. So beginning on the 6th, I will have a more stable internet connection. Yeah, all right, so let's get on with it. And today's a very special day, Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj's disappearance day. So in honor of this day, later on today, I want to record something, and I'll post it on the Vine of Devotion YouTube channel, which I'll put the link to that in the description, I guess. Yeah, all right, Haribo. So I'm using a program called OBS right now. It's kind of an experiment. Oh, let's do the Mangalacharana, I almost forgot. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Shri Śrīmad Bhakti Vedanta Narayaniti Namine. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhakti Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratishe Namaha Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tarbhaktaya Namo Namaha Yang Pravrajantamanopetamapeta Krityang Dvaipayano Virahakatara Ajuhava Putreti Tanmayataya Taravobhinedu Stang Sarvabhuta Hridaya Munimanatosmi Narayanam Namaskritya Narang Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhirayet Shrinvatang Svakatha Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtana Hridantasto Hyabadrani Vidhunoti Suhrit Satam Nashta Prayeshvabhadreshu Nityang Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatyuttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Tavai Vasmi Na Jivami Tvaya Vina Iti Vigyaya Radhe Tvang Nayamang Charanati Charanam Nayamam Charanantikam Bhaktya Vihina Aparada Lakshaya Kshiptashtakama Ditaranga Madhe Kripa Maitvam Sharanam Prapana Vrinde Namaste Charanaravindam Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare Hare. All right, so let's go over, I think everything's working, looks like it. Let's go over a recap. We already did this yesterday, but I'm not going to read the full thing because I already read it once. Whatever, I'll just read the full thing. After having stolen the gopas and the calves, Brahma returned within a moment, 1 year according to human calculations. To his surprise, he saw all the gopas and calves just as before. He was totally perplexed. Krishna took compassion on Brahma and lifted the curtain of Maya. As Brahma looked on, all the boys and calves got transformed into 4-armed Vishnu forms. Many Brahmas, Shivas, demigods, sages, moving and non-moving living entities were worshipping these Vishnu forms. Brahma was wonderstruck and practically fell unconscious. Krishna then withdrew the spectacular vision of his grandeur. Brahma could then see Krishna as a small Gopal looking for his friends and calves, just as 1 year before. Immediately, Brahma fell at Krishna's lotus feet and practically washed them with the tears coming from all 4 pairs of his eyes. With his voice faltering and limbs trembling, he offered heartfelt prayers and said in self-reproach. So we'll read these prayers now. So yesterday we read the first 2, and then that's when the internet got too bad, and so we stopped the video. But let's just read them again. The Sanskrit. I'll skip the purport. So since we already read them. Chapter 14. Brahma's prayers to Lord Krishna. I think that's what it's called. Shri Brahma Vacha No miryate bhavapushe tadirambaraya kunjavatangsa paripichala mukhaya vanyasraje kavalavetra vishanavenu lakshma shriye mridupade pashupangajaya. Lord Brahma said, "My dear Lord, you are the only worshipable Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and therefore I offer my humble obeisances and prayers just to please you. O son of the king of the cowherds, your transcendental body is dark blue like a new cloud. Your garment is brilliant like lightning, and the beauty of your face is enhanced by your gunja earrings and the peacock feather on your head. Wearing garlands of various forest flowers and leaves, and equipped with a herding stick, a buffalo horn, and a flute, you stand beautifully with a morsel of food in your hand." I'm just going to remove the purport and anyways. See, my internet's not even working. Okay, let's go back to Kindle. Oh, and I forgot to say we're reading Śrīla Viśvanātha Cakravartī ki jai. We're reading his Sārārtha-darśinī commentary. How come it's not loading? Okay, and yesterday we read his commentary for the first 2 verses of this chapter before we decided it's not worth recording anymore. Ugh. Okay. I guess we just won't use the database.com because my internet's not working. Okay, so let's see, verse 2. Asyapi deva vapusho maranugrahasya svecha mayasya natu bhuta mayasya kopi neshe mahi tvavasitung manasantarena shakshat tavaiva kim utatma sukhanubhute. My dear Lord, neither I nor anyone else can estimate the potency of this transcendental body of yours, which has shown such mercy to me and which appears just to fulfill the desires of your pure devotees. Although my mind is completely withdrawn from material affairs, I cannot understand your personal form. How then could I possibly understand the happiness you experience within yourself? And now we come to a very famous verse, extremely famous verse. So many famous verses in the earth. This is one of the most famous verses in Brahma's prayers. Jnane. Oh wait, is my face blocking? Just want to make sure my face isn't blocking it. Okay, you can still see. Great. Jnane prayasam udapasya namanta eva jivanti sanmukharitang bhavadiya vartam sthane stita shruti-gatang tanuvang manobhir ye prayasho jita jitopyasita strilokyam. Those who, even while remaining situated in their established social positions, throw away the process of speculative knowledge and with their body, words, and mind offer all respects to descriptions of your personality and activities, dedicating their lives to these narrations, which are vibrated by you personally and by your pure devotees. Certainly, they conquer your lordship, although you are otherwise unconquerable by anyone within the three worlds. Commentary by Śrīla Viśvanātha Cakravartī Ṭhākura. Sārārtha-darśinī commentary. The Shvetashvatar Upanishad 3.8 states, Tang eva viditva. Freedom is possible only by understanding Brahman. If that is the case, then how can an ignorant person attain liberation? This verse answers the question. Brahma said, your devotees give up all endeavors for knowledge, prayasan udupasya. They simply spend their time in hearing your glories, bhavadiya vartam, spoken by you and your pure devotees, sammukaritam. Staying in their social positions, sthane stita, regardless of whatever position they are in, sthane stita, they do not travel around to holy tirthas. Without doing anything else, devotees pass their lives hearing topics, shruti-gatam, about your name, qualities, and pastimes, and they offer all respects to these narrations with their bodies, minds, and words. They use their intelligence to grasp the meaning of the subjects heard. In this way, the pure devotees conquer you, although you are otherwise unconquerable by anyone within the three worlds. You are not conquered by those who attain liberation through jnana. Indeed, to attain liberation from the cycle of repeated birth and death merely by hearing about you is astonishing. Just by hearing, you can get liberation from the cycle of birth and death. By knowledge of Brahman, which is but one aspect of the absolute truth, jnanis cross the ocean of birth and death. That is the meaning of the Shruti statement, freedom is possible only by understanding Brahman. This is also a very famous verse. We had to learn this verse in Puri, all the brahmacharis were made to learn this verse. Shreya sriting bhaktim udasyate vibho klishyanti kevala bodhalabdhaye tesham aso kleshala eva shishyate nanyadyatastula tushavaghatinam. That's the reason why I wanted to read online, but no, my internet's not working. What to do? Translation. My dear Lord, devotional service unto you is the best path for self-realization. If someone gives up that path and engages in the cultivation of speculative knowledge, he will simply undergo a troublesome process and will not achieve his desired result. As a person who beats an empty husk of wheat cannot get grain, one who simply speculates cannot achieve self-realization. His only gain is trouble. This is why we don't follow the path of jnana. So if someone gives up bhakti yoga, the path of bhakti, to go into and tries to follow the path of jnana, then all they'll undergo is trouble. They won't achieve their desired results. Just like somebody who beats an empty husks, nothing will come out of it. It's just useless energy. What is the word? Yata stula tushavagatinam. Anyways, okay, commentary. One can achieve success by performing any one of the methods of bhakti, such as hearing and chanting. The Nrsimha Purana confirms this. Since one can easily attain the original personality of Godhead by worshipping with devotion using leaves, flowers, fruits, and water, which are freely available, why does one need to endeavor for liberation separately? Though this is true, those who reject bhakti and pursue the path of speculative knowledge, jnana, only gain trouble and botheration. This is the intention of the verse. Sridhar Swami says that jnana is a dry path, whereas bhakti is a cool stream flowing like a river of honey. The word shreya, supreme benefit, also refers to all the fruits of other processes, such as karma and jnana. The path of bhakti gives all these fruits, and is thus called Shreya Sritim, the path of supreme benefit. The jnanis who reject the path of auspiciousness get only suffering. It is like beating a huge pile of empty husks of rice. The result of the effort is pain in the hands and no rice. All you get is pain in the hands and no rice. Verse 5. Pureha bhuman bahavopi yoginas Tvad arpiteha nija karma labdhaya Vibhuddha bhaktaiva kato panitaya Prapedirengjo chutate gatim parang. O Almighty Lord, in the past, many yogis in this world achieved the platform of devotional service by offering all their endeavors unto you and faithfully carrying out their prescribed duties. Through such devotional service, perfected by the process of hearing and chanting about you, they came to understand you, O Infallible One, and could easily surrender to you and achieve your supreme abode. Commentary. In the previous two verses, Brahma used negative and positive statements to establish that devotional service is the means of attaining the Lord. The present verse describes the primary activities of bhakti, namely hearing. Brahma said, O Almighty Lord, Bhuman, in this world there are many who practice bhakti, yogina, and offer their activities to you, engaging all their senses and works of devotion. Being fully absorbed in bhakti with faith, and disregarding varnashram, they engage in hearing and chanting only about you. By the prema bhakti which arises from hearing and chanting, they realize your form, qualities, and pastimes, and thus attain your eternal association in the spiritual world. This verse can also be taken as a rejection of the yoga process after having rejected jnana in the previous verses. After practicing yoga for a long time, one may come to the platform of devotional service and attain firm devotion at the lotus feet of Krishna. Verse 6. Tatapi bhuman mahima gunasyate vibodhumarhatyamalantarathmabhi avikriyat svanubhavar arupato Hyananya bodhyatmataya nachanyata. Non-devotees, however, cannot realize you in your full personal feature. Nevertheless, it may be possible for them to realize your expansion as the impersonal supreme by cultivating direct perception of the self within the heart. But they can do this only by purifying their mind and senses of all conceptions of material distinctions and all attachment to material sense objects. Only in this way will your impersonal feature manifest itself to them. Gunatmanastepi gunan vimatum hitva vatirnasya kaishiresya kalena yarva Vimita sukalparbhu pangshavake mihikadyu bhasha bhu pangshavake mihikadyu bhasha saha. Sorry. Anyways, sorry about that. Translation. In time, learned philosophers or scientists might be able to count all the atoms of the earth, the particles of snow, or perhaps even the shining molecules radiating from the sun, the stars and other luminaries. But among these learned men, who could possibly count the unlimited transcendental qualities possessed by you, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who have descended onto the surface of the earth for the benefit of all living entities? Commentary. You possess unlimited, eternal qualities that arise from your spiritual form. This is confirmed in the scriptures known as Brahmatarka, Gunai Sarupa Bhutais Tu Gunyaso Harir Ishvara. The Lord possesses qualities which arise from his Sarup, his personal form. Brahma said, but who can count those qualities? No one can. The The avatars such as Sankarshan who descend on earth to extinguish the suffering of the world actually have counted the number of atoms on the earth, the snowflakes, and even the particles of sunlight. Yet even such a personality as Sankarshan, who has been continuously chanting Krishna's glories since time immemorial, cannot come to an end of enumerating those glories. There is another meaning of the word gunatmana. The Lord is the protector of the world consisting of the three gunas, the modes of material nature. No one can come to an end of counting the qualities of you who engage in pastimes of protecting the universe. What to speak of then being able to describe the most astonishing qualities that you exhibit during your sweet childhood pastimes in Vrindavan, wherein you steal yogurt from the Vraj gopis. Okay, now we come to this verse that my Gurudev would quote all the time. This is probably, I'd say this is in the, maybe the five most quoted verses of my Gurudev. He would say this all the time, this one. Tatenu kampang susamikshmano bhunjana evatma kritam vipakam hridvag vapurbhir vidadhan namaste jivetayo mukti pade sadai bhak. My dear Lord, one who earnestly My dear Lord, one who earnestly waits for you to bestow your causeless mercy upon him, all the while patiently suffering the reactions of his past misdeeds and offering you respected obeisances with his heart, words, and body, is surely eligible for liberation, for it has become his rightful claim. Commentary. Now that Brahma has rejected other processes and accepted bhakti as the means to attain Bhagavan Shri Krishna, the process of bhakti is described. A devotee understands that the happiness and distress he undergoes due to performing bhakti and committing aparads are special mercy from the Lord, coming directly from the Lord. It is like the father who sometimes makes his child drink milk and sometimes makes him drink bitter neem juice. Sometimes the father embraces and kisses his son, and other times he beats him. The devotee accepts whatever happens to him as the arrangement of the Lord, acting for his benefit. The devotee thinks, the Lord certainly knows what is best for me, even if I don't know. Karma and time have no effect on a devotee, so this is Krishna's personal arrangement for me. Out of his mercy, Krishna sometimes gives me happiness and sometimes gives me distress, considering how to engage me in his service. This point is confirmed in the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam 4.20.31. Yatha chared bala hitam pita swayam tatha tam evarhasi na samihitum. As a father, not waiting for the son's demand, does everything for the benefit of the son, please bestow upon me whatever you think is best for me. Where is that from again? That's from Bhagavatam 4.20.31. Is that Kapila Dev? Nice. The person who spends his life offering respects with body, mind, and words to the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, like Prithu Maharaj, while tolerating the suffering of austerities or other hardships, becomes the recipient of two results: liberation from material bondage and service to the Lord, Daibhak and Muktipada. As the inheritance from the Father maintains the life of the Son, so the attainment of liberation and service to the Lord maintains the life of the devotee. Thus, while living in this world, the devotee remains fixed on the path of devotion. The Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam 10.87.17 says, Dhritaya iva shvasantasya bhrito yadi tenu vidha. Only if they become your faithful followers are those who breathe actually alive. Otherwise, their breathing is like that of a bellows. One's life becomes successful by serving Krishna with devotion. Otherwise, the body is just like a bellows, inhaling and exhaling air. Verse 9. Pashesha me naryam ananta adye paratmani tvayapi mayini mayam vitatekshitum atmavaibhavam hyaham kiyan aicham ivarchiragno. My Lord, just see my incivilized impudence. To test your power, I tried to extend my illusory potency to cover you, the unlimited and primeval supersoul, who bewilder even the masters of illusion. What am I compared to you? I am just like a small spark in the presence of a great fire. Commentary. Brahma expresses his repentance in this verse. Rather than performing devotional activities, Brahma thinks he has simply committed a great offense to Krishna. The word Arya means a wise or worthy person. Brahma said, O Lord, see my anaryam, my contemptible behavior and foolishness. You may give suitable punishment or forgiveness. Otherwise, persons like me will commit further impropriety. Brahma continued, what was my bad conduct? You are my father and the source, the Adya, the source of everything. Yet I offended you when you were enjoying lunch with your friends in the forest. What was my foolishness? You have immeasurable powers, and you are the soul of all souls. Revealing my foolishness, I misused my position to commit an offense against you. I have shown the ultimate foolishness and attempting to mystify you who bewilder the masters of illusion. I desired to see your powers by invoking my powers of illusion. But beside you, I am as insignificant as a spark emanating from a huge fire. Verse 10. Atakshamasya chutame rajo bhuvo Hyajanatastvāt pritagishamanina Ajavale pandhatamundha chakshusha Esho nukampyo mainatavan iti. Therefore, O infallible Lord, kindly excuse my offenses. I have taken birth in the mode of passion and am therefore simply foolish, presuming myself a controller independent of your lordship. My eyes are blinded by the darkness of ignorance, which causes me to think of myself as the unborn creator of the universe. But please consider that I am your servant, and therefore worthy of your compassion. Commentary. Brahma continued, though my bad conduct is worthy of punishment, my foolishness is worthy of forgiveness. So please be merciful and pardon me completely. Do not withhold your mercy from this fallen one. Therefore, I address you as Achyuta, the infallible Lord. You should remember that the most fallen require more mercy, so kindly pardon my offense. Brahma then identifies his low qualities. I have taken birth in the mode of passion, Rajo Bhuva, and I foolishly think that I am separate from you. Brahma explains his identity as a controller. With great pride, I think I am your son arising from your navel, but I am blind in all 8 eyes. But my pride will be destroyed when the moon of your mercy shines upon me. How will forgiveness manifest? Krishna considers, this Brahma is worthy of my mercy, because though he shows himself as the master elsewhere, towards me he is a servant. Or the meaning can be, out of foolishness, Brahma made a show of independence in front of me, but in truth, Brahma is controlled because of dependence on my energy. Therefore, I should show him mercy. Verse 11. Kvahang tamo mahad ahang kag charagnivarbhu samveshtitanda ghata saptavitastikaya Kvedrig vidha viganitanda paranucharya vatadvaroma vivarasya chate mahitvam. What am I? A small creature measuring 7 spans of my own hand. I am enclosed in a pot-like universe composed of material nature, the total material energy, false ego, ether, air, water, and earth. And what is your glory? Unlimited universes pass through the pores of your body, just as particles of dust pass through the openings of a screened window. Commentary. Brahma said, though you create the universe, you are not proud. In comparison with that, what powers do I have to be proud of? Your universal form is surrounded by prakriti, tamas, mahat-tattva, ahankar, aham, ether, kang, air, fire, water, va, and earth, bhu. All the planets from Patal to Satyaloka are situated within that form of yours. In that expanse, where am I, measuring only 7 spans of my own hand? Countless universes pass through the pores of your skin, just as particles of dust pass through the holes of a window screen. Who can possibly measure that greatness? Here Brahma equates Mahavishnu, the creator of Mahat-tattva, with Krishna, and shows that in comparison to Krishna, he is like a small bird compared to Garuda. Verse 12. Utkshepanam garbha gatasya padayo kim kalpate matur adhoksha jaghase kim asti vyapadesha bhushitam tavasti kukshe kyarapyananta. O Lord Adhoksaj, does a mother take offense when the child within her womb kicks with his legs? And is there anything in existence, whether designated by various philosophers as real or as unreal, that is actually outside your abdomen? So is there anything in ignorance that is outside your abdomen? Commentary. In this verse, Brahma equates Krishna with Garbhodaksha Vishnu, saying, as you are a mother to the universe, you are also mother to me. Therefore, you should forgive my offenses. When the child in the womb kicks the mother does not take offense. Whether philosophers prove that the universe is true or false, the fact is that it exists within your belly. I am also within you, just like your son. Therefore, you should forgive my offense. This is similar to the Bhagavad Gita verse 9:17. Pitaham asya jagato mata dhata pitamaha. I am the father, mother, grandfather, and support of this universe. Verse 13. Jagatrayanto dadi samplavodhe narayanasyo dharanabhinalat vinirgato jastvitivam navaimrisha kintvishvaratvan navinirgatosmi. My dear Lord, it is said that when the 3 planetary systems are merged into the water at the time of dissolution, your plenary portion, Narayan, lies down on the water. Gradually, a lotus flower grows from his navel, and Brahma takes birth upon that lotus flower. Certainly, these words are not false. Thus, am I not born from you? Commentary. The sun also comes out of the womb eventually. That is explained in this verse. Brahma said, it is stated that at the time of dissolution, the 3 planetary systems are merged into the water. Gradually, a lotus flower grows from the navel of Garbhodaksha Vishnu, and Brahma appears upon that lotus flower. Others may or may not come from you, but certainly I am born from you. Verse 14. Narayanastam nahi sarvadehinam atmasya disha kila loka shakshi narayanungam narabhujalayanat Tachapi satyang na tataiva maya. Are you not the original Narayan, O Supreme Controller, since you are the soul of every embodied being and the eternal witness of all created realms? Indeed, Lord Narayan is your expansion, and he is called Narayan because he is the generating source of the primeval water of the universe. He is real, not a product of your illusory Maya. Commentary. Anticipating that Krishna might say, "It is true that you are the son of Narayan, but then who am I, O Brahma?" Brahma answers in this verse, "Are you not Narayan, the supreme controller of everything?" The Bhagavad Gita states, "I pervade everything by one fragment of my energy." So then Brahma continues, "As the supersoul of all living entities, you observe all action. Narayan is merely a portion of you." Then Krishna says, "But I am called Krishna because I am dark in color and live in Vrindavan. Vishnu is called Narayan because he lies in the water. So how can I be Narayan?" Then Brahma says, "The word Nara means water, but it also means living entity, and Ayan means shelter. The Lord who dwells in the water is one of your expansions. Therefore I have appeared from your womb. Just as the Vasudeva form and your youthful form as Krishna are spiritual, not material, so this form Narayan is also spiritual, existing at all times and places in the state of Shuddha Sattva, pure goodness, beyond the touch of matter. Your forms such as Matsya are also of the same category." Verse 15. Tajched jalastang tavasaj jagadvapu kemena drishtam bhagavangstadaiva king va sudrishtam hridime tadaiva kim no sapya deva punarvyadarshi kim no sapadeva punarvyadarshi. My dear Lord, if your transcendental body, which shelters the entire universe, is actually lying upon the water, then why were you not seen by me when I searched for you? And why, though I could not envision you properly within my heart, did you then suddenly reveal yourself? Commentary. Brahma thinks, is it possible that this spiritual form arises from material water? Is it not possible that the unlimited Lord Narayan can exist in the limited waters of Garbhodak? Brahma said, if your transcendental body is actually situated upon the water, then why couldn't I see you even after searching for a long time in the lotus stem? You may answer that you were there, but that I could not see you. But then, how could I suddenly see you through meditation, and then lose sight of you again? Though you are lying on the water and seem to be localized and therefore limited, you hold all the universes within you and are therefore unlimited. You exist at all times and all places, but by the covering of your Yogamaya potency, you are sometimes visible and sometimes invisible. Verse 16. Atraiva maya damanavatare Hyasya prapanchasya bahisputasya kritsnyasya chantar jatare jananya mayatameva prakati kritante. My dear Lord, in this incarnation, you have proved that you are the supreme controller of Maya. Although you are now within this universe, the whole universal creation is within your transcendental body, a fact you demonstrated by exhibiting the universe within your abdomen before your mother Yashoda. Commentary. It seems like a contradiction to say that Narayan, who lies on the water of the universe, holds the universe within his abdomen. One may find a pot within a house, but one could hardly expect to find the house within the same pot. One may argue that the spiritual body of Narayan holds an illusory universe within it, and is situated within another real universe. But if that is so, then Brahma himself cannot be really situated in the Lord's abdomen. In order to establish the oneness of the universe within the Lord and that outside the Lord, in order to establish the oneness of the universe within the Lord and that outside the Lord, Brahma speaks this verse. He says, O Supreme Controller of Illusion, in order to show that the external universe also exists within your abdomen, you produced an illusion for Mother Yashoda. By the influence of your Yogamaya potency, you appeared within this universe and simultaneously exhibited all the universes within your body. Similarly, though I am within your abdomen, I arose from your abdomen and am situated here. Thus, you are still my mother. Verse 17. Yasya kukshavidam sarvam satmam bhati yata tata tattvayapi hatat sarvam kim idam mayaya vina. Just as this entire universe, including you, was exhibited within your abdomen, so it is now manifest here externally in the same exact form. How could such things happen unless arranged by your inconceivable energy? Commentary. Brahma said, since the external universe and that, Brahma said, since the external universe and that within the Lord's belly are exactly the same, the one within the belly must be the one created by the illusion of the Lord. Just as the universe within your belly became visible, the external universe also remained visible when you showed the universal form to your mother. Was the universe exhibited within your belly a reflection of the external universe? How can that be? The universe was there along with you. Can a reflection of a mirror be seen in a mirror? As the universe visible within your belly contained you, so the external universe also contained you. But because there is not even a trace of difference between the two universes, the universe within your belly could not exist without the work of Maya. Taking your mother's realization and mine as proof, I conclude that I exist within you by your Yoga Maya potency. Therefore, I pray that you will please forgive me for my offense, as a mother forgives her child who kicks her while residing in the womb. Verse 18. Adaiva tvadritesya kim mamana te... Oh God, what's the meter for this? Anyways, I'm just going to read it however, because I don't know the meter. Adaiva tvadritesya kimamana te mayatvam adarshitam ekosi pratamam tato vraja suhrid vatsara samasta api tavantosi chaturbhujas tarakilai sakamayo pasitas Tavanteva jagantyabhush taramitam brahmadvayam shishyate. Sorry about that, guys. Have you not shown me today that both you yourself and everything within this creation are manifestations of your inconceivable potency? First you appeared alone, and then you manifested yourself as all of Vrindavan's calves and cowherd boys, your friends. Next, you appeared as an equal number of four-handed Vishnu forms, who are worshipped by all living beings, including me. And after that, you appeared as an equal number of complete universes. Finally, you have now returned to your unlimited form as the supreme absolute truth, one without a second. Commentary. Brahma continued. The universe you displayed within your belly and the universe displayed outside that, you showed to your mother. You showed that to your mother. and all the unlimited universes passing in and out of the pores of your Mahavishnu form are produced by your material energy and are therefore designated as Mayic, as material, of Maya. This I have already understood, but today I have realized the existence of thousands upon thousands of spiritual universes formed through your inconceivable power, Swarup Shakti. There is not one object that exists independent of you in the thousands of universes that you have shown today. This is a question, huh? There is not one object that exists no, it's not a question. I think that's a mistake. There is not one object that exists independent of you in the thousands of universes that you have shown today, for everything is emanating from you. O Krishna, today you have shown me that both you yourself and everything within this creation are manifestations of your inconceivable potency. First you appeared alone, and then by your Swarup Shakti you expanded as all the cowherd boys and calves of Raj. Next, by Yogamaya, you covered all the cowherd boys and calves and revealed countless four-handed Vishnu forms composed of your Swarup Shakti. All these Vishnu Murtis were being worshipped by all conscious entities from the blade of grass to all the Brahmas. After that, you appeared as an equal number of complete universes. Then, by your desire, Yogamaya covered all this and revealed the one form of the pure, perfect Brahman within the immeasurable, incomparable beauty. For my benefit, you remain uncovered before my eyes through the potency of Yogamaya. I just want to make sure that this is actually recording. That would be awful if it wasn't. Okay, it is recording. Okay, verse 19. 2 more verses to go. Ajanatang tvat padavim anatmani atmatmana bhasi vitatyamayam srishtav ivahang jagato vidhana iva tameshonta iva trinetra. To persons ignorant of your actual transcendental position, you appear as part of the material world, manifesting yourself by the expansion of your inconceivable energy. Thus, for the creation of the universe, you appear as me, Brahma. For its maintenance, you appear as yourself, Vishnu. And for its annihilation, you appear as Lord Trinetra, Shiva. Shiva's 3 eyes. Commentary. Brahma prayed, not understanding anything about your transcendental position, the impersonalists think you are simply material. Persons who think themselves learned but are ignorant of the path of bhakti say that you disperse yourself in the material energy by your own will. And though without form, you appear within a form in the material world. For creation of the universe, you appear as me, Brahma. For its maintenance, you appear as yourself, Vishnu. And for destruction, you appear as Shiva, Trinetra. Though you are without form, you take a form to appear in the material world as Vishnu. Though you are without form, you take a form to appear in the material world as Vishnu, Brahma, and Shiva. Thus the form of Narayan is situated in the Garbhodak ocean, and all the avatar forms are all composed of Maya. Your expansions as the calves, boys, and the four-handed forms of Vishnu are all Maya. This is a conception of the ignorant. Verse 20. Suresh Rishish, oh God, that's a difficult one. Suresh Rishish Visha Tataiva Nrishvapi Triyakshuyadha Swapite Janasya Janma Satang Durmada Nigrahaya Prabho Vidhata Saranugrahaya Cha. O Lord, O Supreme Creator and Master, you have no material birth, yet to defeat the false pride of the faithless demons and show mercy to your saintly devotees, you take birth among the demigods, sages, human beings, animals, and even the aquatics. Commentary. Brahma continued. You thus appear in various places in different avatar forms and also show your original form to prevent your devotees from being defeated by these mental speculators. You appear in different avatar forms for the purpose of subduing the false pride of the non-devotees and to show mercy to your faithful devotees, so that they can remember your blissful transcendental forms, qualities, and pastimes. And the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam 10:2-35, the demigods prayed to Krishna within the womb of Devaki. O Lord, cause of all causes, if your transcendental body were not beyond the modes of material nature, one could not understand the difference between matter and transcendence. Only by your presence can one understand the transcendental nature of your lordship, who are the controller of material nature. Your transcendental nature is very difficult to understand unless one is influenced by the presence of your transcendental form. Okay, I guess we'll end here, huh? Let's actually take a look. All right, so we read about 5,600. Yeah, I think we can stop here. Or should we read one more verse? Let's read one more verse. I think there's still time left. Koveti bhumam bhagavan paratman yogeshvarotir bhavatas trilokyam kvava katam va kativa kadeti vistarayan kridasi yogamaya. O Supreme Great One, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, O Supersoul, Master of all mystic power, your pastimes are taking place continuously in these three worlds. But who can estimate where, how, and when you're employing your spiritual energy and performing these innumerable pastimes? No one can understand the mystery of how your spiritual energy acts. Commentary. Brahma prayed, you come as Ram to kill Ravan, and as Krishna to relieve the burden of the universe. Your white, red, black, and sham avatars appear to institute religion, not to defeat the philosophical wranglers. Actually, no one can fully understand where, when, why, and how you will appear. O unlimited Lord, cause of all causes, if your transcendental body were not beyond the modes of material nature, no one could understand the difference between matter and transcendence. Only by your presence can one understand the transcendental qualities of your lordship, the controller of material nature. O Supreme Great One, O Personality of Godhead, although you expand throughout the material universe, you are still full with 6 opulences. Although you enjoy all opulence, you witness everything in your expansion as Paramatma. O Master of all mystic power, you display inconceivable powers by the agency of Yogamaya. Who can understand when, where, why, and how your spiritual energy acts to display your transcendental pastimes within the 3 worlds? Your unlimited spiritual form is full of opulences, and though it is not material, it exists everywhere in the material universe. But how is it possible to satisfy simultaneously all your devotees at all times with your transcendental pastimes? By your inconceivable energy, Yogamaya perfectly carries out the work of presenting different pastimes to your various devotees at the suitable time. Verse 22. Okay, we'll end here now. No, we'll read this one also because I think because it says therefore. Tasmad idam jagadashesham asatsarupam. No. Tasmad idam jagadashesham asatsarupam swapnabham astadishanam purusdukadukam tvayeva nitya sukabodhatanav anante mayata udyapi yatsad ivavabhati. Oh man, it's difficult because it's all broken up strange, so I can't tell what the meter is. That's why I was trying to, oh, now my internet's working. Anyways, whatever, we'll come back to this tomorrow. Therefore, this entire universe, which like a dream is by nature unreal, Nevertheless, therefore this entire universe, which like a dream is by nature unreal, nevertheless appears real. Oh, God, I'm going to try a third time. Sorry about this, guys. Therefore, this entire universe, which like a dream is by nature unreal, nevertheless appears real, and thus it covers one's consciousness and assails one with repeated miseries. This universe appears real because it is manifested by the potency of illusion emanating from you, whose unlimited transcendental forms are full of eternal happiness and knowledge. Commentary. Brahma prayed, in summary, the universe is material, and the medium-sized form of Krishna is Shuddha Sattva, completely spiritual. The very essence of the material world is that its existence is temporary, asat. It is unreal like a dream, but nevertheless it appears real and covers one's consciousness. The universe appears real because it is manifested by the illusory energy of you, whose unlimited transcendental forms are full of Sandhini Shakti, Nitya, Ladini Shakti, Sukha, and Samvit Shakti, Bodha. Another meaning. O Lord, your form is full of mercy, whereas this universe is full of inauspiciousness. What is the necessity of considering this universe at all if it is false? But the world is not false. From the point of view of material pleasure, the ignorants think it is wonderful, but in reality, it is full of misery. So we'll read the rest of his prayers tomorrow, from verse 23. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol. So exactly 1 hour, right? It's 5 o'clock now. Jai Shishi Guru Guranga Gandhar Vikagiri Dhari Shishi Radha Vinod Bihari Ju Ki Jai Shri Govinda Gopinath Maran Mohan Ju Ki Jai Nitil Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashatara Shmar Bhaktivedanta Narayan Gosai Maharaj Shri Guru Dev Ki Jai Nitil Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashatara Shmar Bhaktivedanta Vaman Gosai Maharaj Ki Jai Nitil Pravishtam Vishnupad Shri Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Shri Prabhupada Ki Jai Nitil Pravishtam Vishnupad Shri Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Gosai Maharaj Ki Jai Nitil Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashatara Shmar Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Gosai Prabhupada Ki Jai Nitil Pravishta Maha-Bhagavat Shri Gorksharas Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai Nitil Pravishta Shri Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Ṭhākura Ki Jai Nitil Pravishta Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Shri Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai Shri Rupano Gauriya Guru Varga Ki Jai Shri Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jeev Gopal Bhatta Rashagunath Sharda Gosai Prabhu Ki Jai Shri Sarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari Shri Gaur Parshad Vrinda Ki Jai Namachay Shri Haridas Ṭhākura Ki Jai Prem Se Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Shri Kshetra Mandal Gaura Mandal Vraja Mandal Mathura Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai Sarva Abhishta Pradata Giriraj Maharaj Ki Jai Shri Radha Kona Shama Koni Muna Ganga Tulsi Bhakti Devi Ki Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda Ki Jai Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo Jai Shri Bhakti Rakshak Shridhar Gosai Maharaj Ki Jai Todiya Shubha Tirobhav Titi Ki Jai Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo Grantaraj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Ki Jai Shri Viśvanātha Cakravartī Ṭhākura Ki Jai Sārārtha-darśinī Vritti Ki Jai Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo Vrindai Tulsi Devai Priyai Keshavashacha Krishna Bhakti Pradadevi Satyavataya Namo Namaha Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Dandavat pranams, everybody. So I'll see you tomorrow. And yeah, if you'd like, you can check out a video that I'm going to make about of some Harikatha by Srila Bhakti Rakshak Srila Goswami Maharaj. I need to pick an article and then I will publish it. All right, Dandavat pranams, everybody. Hari Bol.